Okay, welcome to Berry King Waterproofing. If you've never been to our channel before, please click the like button and subscribe, as we will be creating more videos around waterproofing. We're here at Aspen Hills in the south of Johannesburg, whereby we are doing an installation of the Aquapol machine. The Aquapol machine will dry out all the inside walls, outside walls, right through to the boundary wall, and then we have to follow through with pre-remedial work, sealing of windows, installation of gutters, which you can see behind me has already been done, and removal of balconies and reconstructing balconies as the torch-on waterproofing below has failed. So stay tuned for further videos around our installation and the process that's required to dry out the client's house. Okay, plastered areas around the house is cracked due to the fact that it's a mixture of plaster sand and cement, which means the salt content in the plaster is extremely high and will keep absorbing moisture in the air, and the cracks will be noted as time goes on. As you can see, this particular wall area here has extremely a large amount of bubbles. Where you see the line below, that's what we call the damp proof course line. Below that area is a lateral area, and above the DPC line is a rising damp area. As you can see, the rising damp has gone through the entire house around the outside, which basically means that the plaster condition is a very poor plaster condition, very high salt content, and it has caused further damages to the client's house. Having a look at this door frame, if you have a look at the areas that are open going all the way around the frame, it's evident that the frame has no polyurethane sealant around it, and all that they did was they plastered directly to the frame and painted it without actually putting a proper long-term sealant around the frame. As you can see here, they've put a cheap silicone, which over time will start perishing and the water will find its way in. Okay, we're now on the outside section of the house where I'm filming the damages to the plaster. Keeping in mind that this plaster that's on the wall is not normal plaster sand. It's plaster sand and river sand, which means between the two, the salt content between both are extremely bad. These are the pillars. As you can see, the client had tried to do remedial work before, but you can see that there's just so much water trapped in the pillar that the plaster is just soaking and absorbing it right through. See, more areas of issues. More areas of issues. Boundary wall tops, no waterproofing around the boundary wall tops. Patch repair work done to the areas. All the equipment required to do the installation of the Aquapol machine. This is a Sartorius, which then measures the weight and the moisture. Salt tester to measure the amount of salt in the plaster, and everything then gets written down on this book, and our readings, as you can see, are accumulating as we've done our test work. This will be where the machine will be installed, and there's a cable that runs down to the bottom, as you can see where Steve has drilled it in. It's an earth to earth the device from any lightning that may affect the machine from not working. Okay, we're at a stage now where we are doing the polarity test. As you can see, Steve is now drilling 2 points. The polarity test is merely to assist in determining the millivolts moisture percentage within the wall surface. Okay, machine installed, testings have been done. Just clarifying the final test stage. Perfect. Okay, final stage. Machine is now being installed and the dehydration process has started. Well done to Louis from Aspen Hills, who has decided to go the route of installing an Aquapol machine.